We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
Hello friends, today we learn a new topic, that is V by F control method of induction motor. That is the speed control method of the induction motor, one of the best method. As we know that the induction motor is fixed, that is synchronous speed shift. So the control techniques, it is possible by stator side or the rotor end side. The stator end control methods say, as we know that the synchronous speed of an induction motor, that is 120 F by P, right? Stator end control method, in which the synchronous speed of the induction motor, as we know that the equation, the speed equation, synchronous speed equation, that is governed by 120 F by P, where the F, that is the frequency parameter, and pole, that is the number of pole, P, that is the number of pole of the machine, and the actual rotor speed of the rotor, that is NR, that is equal to say NS into 1 minus S. S, that is the slip of the induction motor, right? So we can say that the speed control of this induction motor by varying these two parameters, right? So if we change the frequency, we can change the speed of the induction motor, or by the change of pole method. So from the stator end, we have 3 different methods, that is V by F control method, that is frequency, varying frequency. Second one, that is supply voltage control, that is the supply of the stator winding. And third, that is supply voltage of induction motor. And third one, that is pole changing method, right, by varying this pole of the machine. But as the design criteria, we just in the starting we design the motor with fixed pole, that is number of 2 or 4 or extra. But now the main focus, that is V by F control method. So that speed of the synchronous motor, that is governed by this equation 120 F by P, as we know that. So from the equation directly we can see that if we increase the speed of the motor frequency, if we increase the frequency or decrease the frequency, right, according to that this parameter change, that is the synchronous speed. So why we use this instead of only frequency, that is V by F control method, or why this V by F control techniques required? So we know that the induced EMF equation, that is V or say EMF E is equal to 4.44 kTF5. We know that is the induced EMF equation for the machine. So where K, that is the constant, winding constant, T, that is the turn per phase, right, for the 3-phase induction motor for 3 phase, F, that is the supply frequency, and the phi, that is the magnetic flux. We know that the equation, this V or E induced EMF equation, E is equal to 4.44 kTFI. Now, instead of only varying the frequency, we maintain the V by F ratio. Why? So, from this equation 1, we have the relationship between the voltage, frequency and the flux. Phi, that is the magnetic flux required for the motor. So phi, that is equal to V upon 4.44 kTF. Right? From this equation, V is equal to 4.44 kTF phi. So phi is equal to V divided by 4.44 kTF. Right? Now see the equation, all the parameters including in this one having 4.44, that is the constant, right, winding constant, then K, that is the winding constant, T, that is the number of turns, 4.44, that is the constant. So these three parameters are the constant. So now only this flux phi having two parameters, V by F, right, V by F. So in this induction motor we have to maintain the flux, right, we have to maintain the flux for this smooth operation of the motor, right. If we increase the frequency, then there is a one problem of the core, that is called as magnetic saturation of the core, right, magnetic saturation. So due to this there is a problem for the any drive or for the machine. So due to this reason we are not only varying the frequency but maintain the ratio V by F, then and then the flux that is maintaining constant in the machine. So now we learn that how this V by F method, variable frequency and variable voltage method work, right. So our aim is, we have the three-phase AC supply or this is DC for in some cases. So for that we have two different techniques, that is variable frequency voltage source inverter. Variable frequency voltage source inverter, voltage source, the parameter that is voltage, and the second variable frequency current source inverter, CSI, that is the voltage and the current source. So the advantage of these two different techniques, VSI and CSI. In the VSI we deal with the voltage term, and in the current we deal with the current terms. So first, say in the VSI techniques, voltage source inverter, now the power electronics component, by using the power electronics component we can control the speed of induction motor. So VSI based induction motor drive. So sir says for the working of this, for the speed control of the DC motor, we use a basic block diagram, that is we have the three-phase AC supply, right, and we have to maintain the V by F ratio. Now first, that is the AC supply, so we convert this into the DC by using the rectification process, right, by somehow there are various topology we use, later we see. Now this DC will give to the inverter circuit again, right. So now this DC, that is changed into the required AC, converting into the AC, that is the suitable voltage and suitable frequency, and then we control this AC drive given to the your motor. Similar in the CSI based induction motor, in this term we deal with the voltage plus or minus, say voltage, and then give you the AC. But in the current source inverter we deal with the current, so current parameter. So for that we are using one of the most important parameter, that is say DC link or the inductor, right. For the voltage we have to maintain we use a capacitor. In the three-phase in the CSI based induction motor drive, the basic block diagram, that is three-phase AC supply given to the rectifier. By rectifier we get DC. Now to maintain the current, right, heavy current, we use this inductor. Now this inductor gives the current to the inverter circuit, and we will control the speed of induction motor by VE by F ratio. Now why this is important? CSI, because the parameter current, right? So there is a one problem that is called as cogging in the induction motor, where there is a magnetic locking. Now one more topology in the brief view, that is VSI techniques, right? There are the different topology. See here in the rectification. So rectification process is done by diode bridge, control bridge, or chopper circuit, right? So there are the various topologies. So first say battery bank, chopper, and the 6-step inverter. Now see, these are the power electronics. It is the application of power electronics. Say we have the DC, so it is given to your chopper circuit. Now we have the DC. Now this DC voltage given to your filter, say capacitor, that is the fixed, and it is given to your inverter. So inverter, we can control the voltage and the frequency, maintain the V by F ratio by this 6-step inverter as desired, right? So here we use the chopper topology. Now one more, that is battery supply and PWM inverter. So we have again DC supply, and this one, that is the again filter, it is given to your PWM inverter. So PWM having its own advantage, various PWM techniques we learn in this power electronics too also. So by this application of PWM inverter, we can control or maintain the V by F ratio smoothly. Now one more techniques, that is the control rectifier and the inverter. So in the control rectifier and inverter component, we have the three-phase AC supply. We have three-phase AC supply, right? And we require the V by F ratio. So first convert this AC supply into the DC, right? Now this control rectifier, so we can control by using gate pulse. Now this rectifier circuit gives the output of constant voltage or a desired voltage, right? Then after we use this capacitor, right, and given to the your 6-step inverter, and it will control the speed of induction motor or the maintain the V by F ratio. Now one more techniques topology, that is diode bridge reaction. So in the diode bridge rectifier and PWM inverter, diode bridge rectifier we used AC supply diode bridge, that is uncontrolled, right? And then after we use again one more choppers, and it is given to the your constant voltage, that is given to the your PWM inverter techniques, and that deliver or the maintain the V by F ratio easily. These are the basic steps. Actually these are the application of the power electronics, that is the working of inverters. So later we see, right? Similar, that is the CSI, control source inverter. So in the control source inverter, we maintain the current, right? So how to maintain? By for that we have to use a inductor instead of the capacitor. So for that, in the CSI, CSI based induction motor drive, So we have three-phase AC supply, three-phase AC supply, induction motor, that is the AC motor. So right, first convert into the DC control bridge rectifier, then after filter. Now we deal with the heavy load current, right, in the current source inverter. So for that we use DC link, heavy inductor. Now this heavy current, by controlling the inverter, and it's given to the your induction motor. Just change, that is the inductor instead of the capacitor. So that is deal with the current, right? A current source inverter, that is supply a constant current, right? So the control bridge rectifier that converts AC into the DC, and since the rectifier output contains harmonics, a filter is added in the circuit to remove this harmonic. This filter that is added into the circuit to remove the harmonics. This DC is fed to the current source inverter, right, and is converted to variable frequency AC to be given to a three-phase induction motor, right? So three-phase current source inverter having three legs, right, each contain a thyristor and a diode also, right, as we learn in the power electronics. So by using these two different techniques, we can control the speed of induction motor very easily, right? So again, just see main, that is the V by F method. So why we maintain this ratio constant, that is according to the equations, right? Okay, thank you.